Hi Fitmiss ladies, today we've got a great balance and stability workout for you. Today's workout is going to focus predominantly on strength training, but using exercises that are going to help you with your balance and stability. So we're really going to focus on areas such as your glutes, your hips and your core, which all help in that stability exercises. What you're going to need for today's workout is just a light weight. I've got a 2 kilo dumbbell here. It doesn't really matter what you use. You could use a can of soup, a water bottle. We really just need something so our upper and lower bodies are moving together at the same time. So grab yourself a weight, grab a mat and join us on the floor. For our first round, we've got 3 different exercises. We're going to start off with our feet shoulder width apart like this, with our weight in front of us. We're going to just rock back and forth from side to side with our legs. And then when you're comfortable, we're going to bring our arm into it as well. So as we lean forward, our arm comes up. As we come back, our arm comes down. Really natural rocking from side to side like this. We'll then swap sides and do the other side, making sure your knee presses out against your toe like this so we don't get any knee pain. Then we're going to do a step forward and then press forward with our weight. So again, it doesn't really matter how heavy the weight is. The idea is we want to keep you nice and balanced through those hips so we're not wobbling around as we step forward. To make it a bit more challenging, you can bend your knee a little bit as well. Then our final exercise is going to be a 3-point touch. So we will sit back into our hip, squeeze our glute and tap with our foot forward, to the side and behind. Try and press through your heels so we're not sitting forward like this on our knee, and stay nice and low. We're going to pop 30 seconds on the clock and then do 30 seconds of each of those exercises, 10-second rest in between, and we'll get through that 3 times. Let's get started. Starting off with our alternating lunges, so have your light weight in your hand and then rocking from side to side and raising your arm up. Make sure your knee is over your toes. Getting a nice low lunge. Why do I feel like I linger? And swapping arms with that weight. Words to say the words to remember. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take... Up next, we are doing a step forward and pressing forward with our weight. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your... As we alternate legs, really focus on keeping your balance. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, bend your knee and go into a little low lunge. We've got our 3-point touch up next. So sit back into one hip, squeeze your glute. Let's go. Tapping that foot on 3 sides. Really sit back onto your heel. Get nice and low. Now we will go back home today, until the very last. Our glutes should be burning in this exercise. We still got a few more days to slay. It's gonna get so much louder. Now we're here to take control. And swapping sides on that 3-point touch. So we're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go, just let your body go, just let your body go and move to the rhythm. Great job, ladies. We are going into round 2, getting ready for our alternating lunges. So feet nice and wide, toes pointed out. We are rocking from side to side, making sure our knee pops over our toe. And swapping sides for us. Between the words you say the words you remember. Getting ready for our step forward with our forward press. Let's see if we can get a little bit lower during our step forward this time into a small lunge. Again, focusing on balance, drawing your stomach in, nice strong core. And time for our 3-point touch. Memories die out too hard. We were traveling mountains just to find the loudest tears. Have a look down, make sure your knee is not over your toe. You really want to sit back into this, sitting onto our heel. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees waiting for this. And swapping sides for us. There's nowhere to go, 'cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my fun. Really squeezing that glute, ladies. Nice, slow and controlled with our movements. And last time through, guys, we've got our alternating lunges. Let's go. I remember the ocean. 10 seconds to go, ladies. Doing well. Traveling the mountains just to find the loudest tears. And getting ready for our step forward and forward press. But we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here again, focusing on balance as we step forward. If you feel comfortable, you can go into a low lunge as well. Summer, knowing there's nowhere to go, 'cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club. And 3-point touch. Sitting back onto that hip, squeezing through that glute. And swapping sides on our 3-point touch. last 10 seconds. Alright ladies, I will get you to join me on the floor for our next lot of exercises. We are going to start off with a crunch. So our crunch, we want to work through those lower abs. I'll get you to lie on the floor with your knees bent, put your hands on those lower abs, try and squeeze them, raise your body up and back down, like this. Really important, as I said, we engage through those lower abs. If you're comfortable with that, you can put your feet up at a 90-degree angle and raise up and back down. Again, you should feel that squeeze through those lower abs. The next exercise we are going to do is a Russian twist. I will get you to grab your light weight. You can pop your feet up off the ground if you want to for this one and rotate from side to side, or you can drop your feet to the floor and rotate. We really want to focus on that rotation and keeping our balance and our core strong as we rotate. We're then going to finish off with a glute march. So we're lying on our back on the ground, squeezing our glutes and raising our hips up as high as we can. Then taking one leg up, place it back down. Other leg up and back down. Keep those hips up the whole time, keeping balance again through those hips and glutes. We are going to pop 30 seconds on the clock. Again, another 10-second rest in between, and we'll go through for 3 rounds. Let's go. Starting off with our Pilates crunch, so you can have your knees bent or legs up in the air in 90 degrees. Try and really engage through those lower abdominals. If you're not sure how to do that, place your feet on the ground, hands on your lower abs, and try and cough to find them, and then go into your crunch. Let me take you for a ride, alright. Alright, Russian twists coming up next. Grab your weight, sitting up and then rotating from side to side. Try and again keep that core drawn in nice and tight. Remember, if you do need to put your feet back onto the floor, that's totally fine as well.
Go crazy, my baby, dancing with the lights. Together we could chase the sun tonight.
We've got our glute bridge march coming up, so lying flat on your back, knees bent, raise those hips up. Really try and squeeze your glutes on this exercise, ladies. As you lift one leg up, try and keep your hips nice and steady.
Let me take you for a ride, alright.
Alright, getting ready for round 2. We've got Pilates crunches coming up. Squeeze through those lower abdominals, raise up and hold for a couple of seconds. Russian twists coming up next. Try and get a really good twist out here, moving the dumbbell from side to side, and let your eyes follow the weight as you move. glute bridge march coming up. Squeeze those glutes and raise your hips up as high as you can. Try and really control this movement so we're not focusing on momentum. Final round coming up, we've got our Pilates crunch. If you had your knees bent for the other 2 rounds, try lifting them up into the air on a 90-degree angle this time. Really engage through those lower abs, sit up and hold for a couple of seconds and then control back down. We've got Russian twists coming up next, so grabbing that weight and then rotating from side to side. Big twists from side to side, almost there. And finishing off with our glute bridge march, squeezing those glutes, raise those hips up nice and high. Try not to drop your hips as you raise your leg up. Ten more seconds to go, keep pushing. Alright ladies, up next I'm going to put 7 minutes on the clock. We've got 3 exercises to get through. The first one is a Superman. So lying on your stomach, you are going to raise one leg and the opposite arm as high as you can, and then swap sides, other leg, opposite arm, like that. We're going to do this for 10 reps. From there, we're going to copy into donkey kicks, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath our hips, bending our knee and driving up, halfway down with that knee and then back up again. We want to keep our hips balanced as we do this, so we're not wobbling around. 15 one side and then 15 the other, trying to keep our back nice and straight so I'm not crunching like that. I'm just keeping a nice straight back. From there, we're going to pop our weight in front of us, go into a plank position. If you just want to hold it here, you can, or otherwise, try and tap that weight while keeping your hips as still as possible. You can drop to your knees and do this one as well. Again, 15 of those in total. 7 minutes on the clock, keep going through until the siren goes. Let's go. Starting off with our Supermans, ladies. So lying flat on your stomach, you're going to raise your leg and opposite arm up in the air. Hold for a couple of seconds and then control back down. We've got 10 reps of these in total. Once you've done that, we're going on to our donkey kicks. We've got 15 reps each side. Setting up with your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, keeping a bent knee, raise up and then control halfway down. You want to feel this in the glute of the leg that's lifting up. Swapping sides, we've got 15 reps on the other side.
All right, I'm up to my plank with a tap now. So setting up in a plank position, have something in front of you, and if you feel confident, you can tap that weight in front of you. Remember, it's okay to hold just a straight plank here if you want to, or if you want to pop onto your knees in the plank position and tap in front of you, that's good too. Great job, ladies. I've done one circuit through, so I'm now back onto my 10 Supermans. Try and keep a nice neutral spine here, so we don't want to roll over as we're lifting our arm and leg in the air. We want to keep a nice flat back. I'm up to my second lap through on my donkey kicks. Remember, we've got 15 each side. You want to really feel this through your glute and the back of your leg. Focus on keeping those hips steady. Draw your stomach in. Stay nice and balanced. Swapping sides when you're ready, ladies. 15 on the other side too. And I'm up to my second round of my plank with arm tap. Remember, if you do need to drop to your knees for this one, that's totally fine. We just want to practice that tap to make sure our hips are nice and steady as we're doing that. As you get tired on this, it's really important that you draw in your stomach, keep your glutes switched on, and remember to keep your hips balanced. Doing well, ladies. We've got 2 minutes to go. Last 60 seconds. Keep going. And final 30 seconds, stick with these exercises.
Great job, ladies. We are going to finish off today's balance and stability workout with some stretches. Again, focusing on that balance and stability. We're going to start off with a side body stretch. So kneeling down on the floor for me, placing one arm to your side and stretching out through that side body. And then we will swap sides on the siren. Then after that, we will go into a lower back twist stretch. So lying on the floor, 1 foot straight, one leg bent and twisting over to the side of your body. And then we'll again swap sides. And then the final stretch will be a hip flexor stretch. So kneeling down like this, pushing forward through those hips. And if you are comfortable, raise those arms up overhead to try and keep your balance. You can, of course, just have your arms down by your side if needed. And then we'll swap sides as well. We're going to do that for 2 rounds. The siren will be on for 30 seconds. Let's finish off our workout.
Starting off with our kneeling side stretch, ladies. Really feel that stretch through your side body. Bend your elbow to try and get even more of a stretch.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way, yeah. Birds chirping and I hear my name.
And let's swap sides, so moving our other arm down to the ground and stretching through the other side of our body.
So insane. We must merely make a start.
Again, bend that elbow to get a really good stretch. Remember to breathe into this one.
We'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a ride, Savannah.
Up next, we've got our lying back stretch. So lying flat on your back on the ground and twisting one leg over the other. If you want to get a bit more of a stretch, feel free to put your hand on your knee and bring it down closer to the ground.
The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals.
And swapping sides, moving our other leg over to the other side of our body.
Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a ride. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah.
We've got our kneeling hip flexor stretch, so into a kneeling position, then push those hips forward. Remember, if you feel comfortable and balanced, you can raise your arms up overhead.
Take a ride.
If you do have your arms over your head, try and scissor your legs in towards the midline to keep you more balanced.
Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah.
And And swap sides for us, kneeling hip flexor stretch on the other side.
We'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah.
Try and push those hips forward without crunching through our lower back.
Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a walk.
Great job, ladies. We are going to do all of those stretches one more time, starting off with our kneeling side stretch. Remember to bend that elbow and really twist into it to get a good stretch through that side body.
Savannah, we'll never be alone, Savannah.
And swapping sides on this stretch. And we're going to get into our lying back stretch next. So lie flat on the floor, push one leg over the other, stretching out through our lower back. To get a bit more of a stretch, press your knee down towards the floor. And swapping sides now, rotating the other leg over our body. Again, taking some really deep breaths into this stretch. And finishing off with our kneeling hip flexor stretch. So into a kneeling position, push those hips forward. Once you feel balanced, feel free to raise your arms up overhead. Focus on staying balanced through those hips as we push forward and keep our arms up. Trying to really stretch into that hip flexor. And swapping sides for us, ladies, this is our last stretch. Last 10 seconds.
Great job, ladies. That is our balance and stability workout done for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, these types of workouts are really important to be consistent with. So if you can do this workout once or twice each week for the next 4 to 6 weeks, that'll go a really long way to help you with that balance and stability. We hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you in another video soon. Bye!